What's up, YouTube? I finally got a chance to see Tyra Banks' episode of why like black women who are bleaching their skin and bleaching their children's skin. And if you haven't seen it, I'll post the link of the video in the description of this video. But I never, it really opened my eyes to a lot of things. And, it's very rare that I watch an episode of Tyra Banks and feel like I had like an eye-opening experience. But this really opened my eyes to quite a few things because I never paid attention to skin products when I went into a beauty supply store. I have, in the past purchased things, like if I got a dark blemish somewhere, I would purchase it for that purpose. But I never thought about purchasing these things to make myself light. Um, I literally would get something and use it for the purpose that it was to be used for and not really concern myself so much with, you know, becoming light skinned and looking abnormal. And it was just crazy to watch this video and see all the products. Like it was literally a whole aisle of products dedicated to black women changing their complexion. And this is where I can understand, like, or this is where I can start to feel like the girls who, or the women who are super duper pro black and natural and everything. This is where I can relate because on the one hand, I can definitely see how someone can be emotionally or mentally scarred because coming up they were called Blackie and Tar Baby and you know nappy headed bitch and just all types of stuff because I've even heard that. Like I remember hearing that being said to, it was this girl named Avery that I went to elementary school with. And I mean, this girl, she was very, 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 very dark, and I don't say that to be condescending, but she was extremely dark. And I remember people would call her so many bad names, like, and I remember thinking, like, not really understanding necessarily about the whole light skin, brown skin, dark skin thing. But I remember thinking, damn, I'm glad I'm not her. That sucks to be her, to be picked on, just because of your color. And so I can understand, if I have no idea where Avery is now, but, if she were to grow up and if she started to feel like she wanted to use these types of products. Not saying that it was right, but if she started to use these types of products, I can see her purpose behind it. On the other hand, it's really sad that society and music videos and just other people in general have allowed, I mean, or we have allowed these people to make us feel as though one hue is way better than another, or one complexion is going to get you more privilege or make you more favorable. And sadly enough, music videos and some people just in their attitude in and of itself would lead you to believe that this is true. And what's really bad is black people are the only group of people. Well, no, I won't say the only group because, from my understanding, Indians do it as well, and Hispanic, like Spanish people, I think that they do it. But we're. I'll put it like this: black people are a group of people who do it the most. It's like, it's completely unacceptable for you to be light because then if you're light, you think you're better than everybody. And you probably have more privilege and this, that, and the other. But then if you're dark, you're not pretty enough. You're not as good as light skinned people. And you'll never be as good, unless you start using these products to bleach your skin. And I don't know, like I said, I want you guys to go see it, but I've known people who have used bleach for the purpose of making themselves lighter, and to me, they look ashy. Like, you're not making yourself look light skinned, you're making yourself look ashy. Like, I even have an aunt. I have so many crazy aunts or aunts, however you say it, but I say aunt. But I even have an aunt who has been bleaching her skin for so many years that, like, her mustache is even light skinned. And that's not cute. That's not attractive at all. I just really wish that black people as a whole would really get over this hump of one group of us being better than the other group of us. Because the bottom line is a dark skinned person is never going to be light skinned. A light skinned person is probably never ever going to be dark skinned. But I just think that we need to start being a little bit more sympathetic to one another in some of the things that we say about each other and how we treat each other, because it's bad enough when you have racist groups who discriminate against us overall. They don't say, we're only going to discriminate against the light skinned blacks or the dark skinned blacks. When a person is racist or what have you, they don't deal with you, period. But when we have that intra-racial problem, like when we have intra-racial issues, I mean, not only are we sending out bad messages, within our own circle, within the family, but we're also shooting the message out into society that we don't even love ourselves. So why should you love us? Another thing that's just really sad, like I just had to throw this in the mix, is, when these women are bleaching their skin to make themselves lighter, to supposedly make life easier for them to gain more opportunities and be seen as fair and beautiful in other people's eyes, what they're forgetting is that even if they're changing the exterior of themselves, if they go on to reproduce with someone, their DNA is still encoded for dark skin. So no matter what you look like when you look at yourself in the mirror, if you go out and you decide to have children, then your children have a 50-50% chance of being some type of reflection of what you once hated. And it's just so, 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 so sad that they didn't even realize that. But anyway, back to the regular one. I'm not trying to be like on no, high and mighty black power, power to the people, raising the fist, Afro pig thing. Like, I'm just not, because that's not me. But I just really think that black people as a whole, we need to learn to love ourselves a lot more. And this episode of Tyra, like, I was literally, like, last night I did the Blog TV thing. And I was in the Blog TV chat room, and I wasn't even talking to the people that were in the room. Like, I was so focused on this because, even though, like I said, I've never really paid attention to the products that were in the beauty supply store. When I'm going in the beauty supply store, I'm going for a specific thing. I'm not going in there to go aisle to aisle and shop. I'm going for something very specific. But then once I thought about it, I remember I've seen the Fair and White. I've seen all the Ambies. I've seen the Black Opals. I've seen the Light Bright. I've seen all these types of products that are designed to make African American skin look different or abnormal than what it would normally look if you did not use these products. And the crazy thing is, my nose is running. The crazy thing is, when you go to an Ulta, or if you go to Sally's or places like that, you don't find an overabundance of these types of products. You know what I mean? And so I really want you guys to watch that video, and I want you to post your thoughts. Tell me what you think. I think that it's really, really, it's sad, and it goes so much deeper though than a lot of the things that I think Tyra touched on, and I think that it would be good if maybe she did like a part 2 and even possibly a part 3 to kind of follow up with what is seen in this specific episode of her show. Y'all have a good one.